When we had purchased this property, we knew that it was going to take a lot of work to get it to where we wanted it to be. We aren't afraid of hard work. When we moved up here, we took time. We made a plan even before we moved and bought this place. We knew what we wanted. We had an idea of what we were looking for and what we wanted to do. But that's not really the issue today. Neither are you. Prior to owning this piece of land, we would be renting and we rented with all of our animals, I think at least 5 or so years. Don't quote me on that. But we rented, and when you're renting, things aren't really yours. You can use them, but the mindset of building things was always to plan on taking it down. Okay, I had to move the camera because I'm looking right into the sun. I can't see. So the plan was, as I was saying, hard work was never an issue. And when you're renting your own property, when you're renting property, especially when it comes to running animals on it or having a homestead on it or any sort of farm agricultural aspect, you kind of build things knowing that they're going to have to come down, and really for any rental position. So whenever we built fencing, that's why we have this red panels for, because we didn't want to put posts in the ground when we were renting places, because that meant we had to take the fences out. So everything was just felt temporary. But now we have our own property, which is a huge blessing. But it also comes with more, I guess, higher responsibility, because now we're looking at building things properly to make sure that they actually last. So, for example, this fence was supposed to be finished months and months ago. But I wanted to make sure every post was deep enough, the fence was straight, materials were strong, it was the material that we actually wanted to use, the 2x4-inch weaved fencing. This greenhouse frame, commercial grade Nexus greenhouse, I got secondhand. All I had to do was take it apart, and it's been laying here on my ground on the side of my property for over a year now, until just recently. I'm gonna blend myself, but just recently I started putting it up to take pictures to sell half of it so I can afford to pay to actually put the whole thing up. All right, things like cleaning out the chicken coop or moving hay, hard work, not hard to do, but just takes more time. And if I had a tractor, cleaning out the chicken coop, unloading a pallet of feed or hay, way easier. Just don't have the money to buy that. That pile of dirt needs to be spread throughout the garden and other areas in the yard. But I'm either doing that with a wheelbarrow, or I gotta borrow a tractor or find a tractor from somebody to be able to do it. So we went from renting to owning our piece of land, and that's been a blessing. It's awesome to have that. It's fun to dream about what we want to do, things that might change, things that we've already changed from the original plan. But I just got a constant running list in my head, just cycling through it. I want to do this, I want to do that, let's go do this today, let's do this today. And it's almost to the point where I can't pick one to focus on. I often think to myself, man, if only I had another $3,000 just dropped on the table, I could make so much more happen on the farm. Another $1,000 and the fence would be done. Another $2,000 or $3,000 in the greenhouse will be completed. And the list goes on. Those are just the two large examples that are prominent and most bottlenecking for me at this time. One of the most difficult things, aside from the financial necessities to create what we want to happen, is the time. When we're trying to not spend so much money on projects or don't have the money to spend on projects, it means I don't got tractors, I don't got equipment. I can't just go out there with a post pounder on a skid steer and just pound in post. I'm digging every post by hand because I don't want to go out and buy a tractor or pay for a tractor or rent a tractor. I can't use a postal digger. And so it just takes a lot more time to do what we're trying to do and to do it right. So I spend all weekend putting in 2, 3, 4 posts, sometimes more. And then I go back to work on Monday. And it's just a grind at work. And Friday comes around and I'm home for the weekend. And I'm just going, well, what are we going to do? I got 2 days or 3 days sometimes to do as much as I can. Sometimes the weather snows and I can't do nothing. Sometimes I end up working on a Saturday. I walk outside to go do something with full ambition to get it done. And I look at what needs done. I see this project, I see that, I want this to be done. And it just sucks the motivation right out of me to the point where I just want to turn around and go back inside. That feeling there is more heavy than the actual physical heavy lifting of the work that needs done. Because to me, we're not failing just because we're slow. Every time we come out here, something gets done and it's a win. It may be happening slow, but we're still making progress. Responsibility and making this the way we want it is going to take time. And if we cut edges, cut corners, it's not going to become like what we want it to become. I think one of the neatest things about the progress we do make is sometimes our plans actually change because of what we realize as we go down the road. For example, this fence, the original plan on this fence was to go all the way to our property edge. But we decided we didn't want to do that. And then we wanted to add some trees around the outside of our property. We are building within our means to make this last. The work was never a surprise, but sometimes the cost can slow you down more than you can expect. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, connected with it, please be sure to subscribe, drop the like, and leave a comment below.